Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're going to be looking at Rollercoin and the big improvements that have happened to my account, but we're also going to be taking a sneak peek at the Rollercoin app, so keep watching. Okay guys, so just firstly let me just say a big apology. I realized that I haven't posted for a while. This video was going to be posted at the weekend, but basically because the way things have unfolded and everything that's going on with my work and all that kind of stuff, it just didn't happen. So I am very sorry for that. I am trying to keep you know, as much of a regularity to my videos as I normally do, but in the circumstances it just didn't happen this time, so big apologies, and I hope everybody is safe and well out there and taking care of themselves and anyone close to them. Okay, so we're looking at Rollercoin, and what I'm bringing you is the big jump in power to my account, which is basically, I had a quick look at the video, the last video I did, and I was at 264 terahashes. I'm now at 421 terahashes. The main difference is that I have managed to buy one of the big gold miners and I believe 4 of the smaller gold miners since my last video. I think it's 4, so if that wasn't there, that would be there, so that would move that up. Yeah, I think it might be 2 of the smaller ones and one of the bigger ones. Anyway, which obviously this is in the shop, I believe 110 terahashes, and they are 15 each, so that is an addition of, so 15 each, 30, so that's 140 terahashes if I am correct. 110 and oh sorry, I'm looking at 110 RTL, isn't it? It's so 70 terahashes plus 60, so that is that 60? No, it's 30, so that is 1,070. No, I'm going mad. It's 100. It's an addition of 100 terahashes, I believe. So obviously that is a massive improvement, and simply the way that I have got to that is, like I say, I've been purchasing these RLT tokens. Unfortunately though, that on here, if we go into wallets and then we go into RLT tokens, they have put 10 back up to 20,000. They had gone down to 15,000, which is basically the price I purchased all my RLT coins at, and then obviously with that I have then purchased all these gold miners, because before they did that I actually only had one of these very small gold miners, which is only worth 8 terahashes, and then as soon as they dropped the price on the RLT tokens, I basically just took the opportunity and got myself a load, because these, as I talked about in the last video, these gold miners are so much more efficient. And you know, I mean, like I say, I know I showed this in the last video, but basically if you go in here, and these were the miners I was purchasing before they went up to they were at 15,000 satoshis, and they are worth 6.5 terahashes. If you come here to the smallest gold miner, that's worth 8 terahashes for only 16 RLT tokens. So therefore it is clearly you know, they are more efficient miners, and also as well because that you essentially need less to create the same amount of power. So therefore the amount of rack space you start filling up becomes a lot less as well. And obviously it's just a simple case of that. Obviously the more power you have, then the faster you earn coins, or should I say the bigger cut of the mining reward. So basically, obviously, as miners, we receive a reward for every block that is solved, and the more power you have, the system views you as putting in more work, so therefore you get a larger chunk of that reward. So basically I found that obviously as my power has grown, I'm just earning coins faster and faster because I'm getting a larger proportion of that reward. So it's just, it's just that sort of effect that it just starts building on itself. I have, what do I have? I have 270 terahashes in miners now. So that is 270 terahashes right there. And then the rest is actually from playing the games. And for those of you that are new to Rollercoin, so basically Rollercoin is a multi-coin virtual cloud mining site, and they've put a bit of a fun twist on it, because on here the way you build your power is by simply playing little arcade games. So before we get into the whole obviously playing the games and stuff like that, if we look here, you can see that the coins available to mine are BTC, Doge, Ethereum. Unfortunately, you can't mine RLT. It would be brilliant if you could, but unfortunately you can't mine RLT at the moment. You can only purchase it. And also, unfortunately, that Doge and Ethereum are not available for withdrawal at the moment, but it is something that Rollercoin has prioritized. So obviously the way it works is that you can split your power like this. So basically, so this is the amount of power I have, and that is the amount of power that I have dedicated to each of my coins. And obviously that's your network, the whole network power. And then the block reward is basically, so as you saw how I've separated my power, this is the block reward I will receive for each of those coins. And that's it. I mean, there's not a whole lot to, I mean, if you go into the FAQs on this site, it basically says play games, earn power, and then make coins or earn coins. So that is pretty much all they put as a description on how the site works. So it's not really, rocket science. But obviously if you like I say, if you're new, you come in here, you have a nice little selection of games. They do have some more games coming. Personally, I feel that sorry, my mouse just decided to switch itself off and then back on again, if you wondered what that noise was. So the only one, the game I would basically stay away from is this one. It's like Tetris, but all the games you only have 1 minute to play that game. So Tetris, it is quite difficult to really sort of gain a good amount of power in a minute. So that one I would basically stay away from. At least, well, I'd just stay away from it. I don't use it at all. So the three coins are the three games I recommend. But obviously this is just because this is me playing, and obviously a lot of yous out there might well prefer other games, but Coin Flip is a definite for me. It is the one that has the highest starting reward. As you can see here, I'm currently on level 5 difficulty because I've played it today, and this is what I'm earning for that level at the moment, and I think it stays at that level until you get up to about is it level 6 or level 7, and then it goes to 1248, and then from 1248 it goes to 1500. Then from 1500, the other day I actually got right up to level 10 and it went to 1600, so that's 1.6 terahashes at level 10. But basically this starts off at 900, so this starts off at nearly 1 terahash just right from the beginning. This one starts off at about 750, and then various other ones. If you go here, that's 600, that's 700, that's 704, that's okay, so that's 912. So that's similar to coin flip, but it's I think it's actually more difficult. And then you've got this, which is okay, that starts at 800 and 896. Did I do that one? And that's 900 as well. So I think they've actually upped the starting points on some of those, because I'm sure they were definitely a lot lower. Some of them starting as low as like 700. So anyway, because they've done that, that actually gives you a better choice of games to try out. So anyway, like say, I use coin flip. Coin flip is basically a memory game. So you'll play it, you flip over the squares, and it will reveal a token, and then what you've got to find is the matching token, and then once that you find the matching token, they are then removed from the board. This one is basically like a slot, so you have to get 3 in a row or whatever, and then it will sort of disappear, and you basically do that until you get to the required number, and then it will tell you you've won. So I'll just give you a quick demonstration. So if we go in here, we click start. Obviously we'll be starting on a slightly higher level. I always click start, as apart from starting home full screen, I just click here. So this is how I do it, and then I'll just go around and just try and find the ones that match. And like I say, you have a minute to do this. Most times when I'm trying to show this, I never complete it because I'm actually trying to concentrate on talking to you guys as opposed to actually completing the game. So we've got 31 seconds. So that goes there. That's there. Is that there? No, that is here. That is, click there, that's there, and that's there, and that's there. And there you go. So that's 1.2 terahashes I have just earned. And that's it. Dead simple. And like I say, the slot game, or the one where you have to get, you're basically trying to match coins, but they have to match at least the minimum of 3 in a row. So if we go to here, this is the other one I play regularly. Normally when I get to such a level on coin flip, I'll start playing this, but also sometimes I'll just play this as something different to play. So like I say, you got 3 in a row there, and then that will disappear. So it's sort of like Tetris, but it's sort of like, you know, and then obviously if you're really lucky, I did 2 moves there, and I've got 720 gigahashes, and so that is really like I say, if it does, sometimes I've done that and done 1 move and it's just basically auto completed itself, because every time, so even when they drop down, if they complete lines themselves, they will then it will just then remove it and go, and then it will drop down. So and then if it creates another line, it will continue, and then as you can see, basically I did 2 moves and it completed the rest of the puzzle for me because everything else just matched up. So so that's oh, there you go. So that's really the sort of big changes in my account. I know I did sort of obviously at the time I did my last video, the RLT was a lot lower, but obviously, as I would say that you know, if you are looking to put some coins in here, get yourself the RLT, but also as well, if you are looking to put coins in here, then make sure that you're getting them from a like from a free faucet or somewhere like that. At the moment, with the way things are, we need our cash as much as possible. I personally would say do not sacrifice or put any money into this from your bank. It has been around a while now. It's been around a year, I think, Rollercoin. So you're getting to the point where it'd be classed as a legitimate site, as I always say. But still, as I always say as well, is anything can go wrong. So just err on the side of caution, especially now. And if you're going to put any coins in here, take them from a free faucet. So if you're using Satoshi Labs, Fire Faucet, Hitbits, anything like that, any of those little programs that we use, take it from there and then put it in here and get yourself some RLT tokens, and then you can start getting these gold miners, because like I say, they are much better and they are really worth because you've also got to realize, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the last, is the games I've just showed you playing, that will give you it will give you power, but that power has a finite time limit on it. It basically will only last for a certain amount of time, which is basically 24 hours, unless you play enough to get your little character here, one of these custom computer bonuses. Basically, the bonus is in the guise of a little bit more of a hot setup, and the one I've got now gives me, I believe it's 7 days. So as long as I come in here every day and play and win, sorry, not play, but win at least one game every 24 hours, that will hang on for 7 days. So that will sort of keep that power at the same level for at least 7 days. But if you do like what I do, and I use the app, you can actually hang on to these bonuses hell of a lot longer, a lot longer. I mean, I've had this now for well over a month. It's meant to run out after 7 days. I've had it well over a month because I keep playing regularly and building my account, and therefore it just keeps it there, and that's what you want to be doing. So what I'm going to do now is, we've quickly gone over that, is we're going to go and check out the app so you can see how it works, and that's it, because that's all you want to know. Okay, so here's the app. Okay guys, so we're going to take a look at the latest offering from Rollercoin, which is their new app. So if we basically just click here, you can see Rollercoin is just there. And this is, like I say, this is the latest version of the app. The weird thing though is that I actually sent them an email concerning the app, and they've said that they have not actually officially launched it. So basically, this app is sort of like a prototype. It is an upgrade from the original app that I downloaded. So it's not something like some dodgy, like something I've just found somewhere. I downloaded the original app I had on my phone from Rollercoin, from Google Play, and I've been using that for absolutely months. And then basically I basically sent them I basically sent them an email about something else, and they happened to mention the app, and I said, oh, it'd be great to have the app back, because they had removed it from Google Play. Anyway, they sent me an email with a link in to get the new version of the app, which is what we're looking at now. But I've checked on Google Play and it's not actually officially listed, but there is a link in the description if you want to get this version of the app. So I'm guessing that they're basically, what they've done is they've sent this out to everybody that had the app and are using it in the sense of gathering feedback. This app does now contain a certain amount of advertising, so obviously that's how they're building their revenue. But basically the app works exactly the same as the site, with a couple of differences. Is you do have this bell here up in the top right hand corner, and that is basically for all notifications. So the cool thing is every now and again that'll oops, excuse me. Every now and again that'll have a red circle with a number on it, and that number represents how many notifications you have in there. So if you just click on the bell, okay, so here's the advertising. Okay, no need for that. So as you can see here, this is the notifications area, and basically what they're doing at the moment is they have released Rollercoin Pro. I haven't really looked into it. I don't really know what the difference is between Rollercoin and Rollercoin Pro. The version I'm using, which is not the Pro, seems to work perfectly fine. I don't know if the Pro just means that you pay and you don't get any advertising, but for me, for the small amount of advertising you actually get while you're using the app and playing the games, I don't really see the point in upgrading. So anyway, you just click the bin, that'll delete it. And then you just click where it says Rollercoin, and that'll take you back to the main screen. And as you can see there, even the little hamster is wearing a face mask with COVID-19. Okay, so you just basically, if we click the home button, that will take us into the basically your dashboard, which, like I say, it's just basically a sort of miniaturized version of the website. So, you know, everything that you can do on the website, you can do on the app. So, you know, if you want to change your split of power, because obviously, as we know now, Rollercoin do multi-mining, so you can mine 3 different coins, and you can split the power by clicking split power, and then it works on a percentage basis. So I have 70% Bitcoin, 5% Doge, and 25% Ethereum. That is basically how I am dividing my 100% of power. So we click out cancel there, because I'm quite happy with the amount of power, or the way my power is divided. If you click on this drop down, it will tell you how much you have earned so I've got 17,000 BTC, 180 Doge, what's that, 4,291, or is it 400? It might be 400. I don't know. I can't remember how Ethereum works on its decimal places. But anyway, and then I've got 7 RLT coins. And then obviously you can click the little icon there, works with your wallets. So here, that's your wallets, and then you can click on the various different coins to withdraw them. At the moment, Doge and Ethereum are not available for withdrawal, but it is something that apparently Rollercoin has prioritized, and basically that is the top of the list. That is to be able to withdraw those coins. So hopefully soon that will be there as an option as well. Okay, so what else? Okay, so basically click on the games, and here you, like I say, it's you basically got all the same games that you can play. And basically, like say coin flip, I always say this is one of my favorites, because the initial payout, so before you start building your payouts on this, when you first play this, the first payment is like 900 gigahashes, so that's nearly a terahash for playing the first game. You can, on the mobile, I do suggest clicking just start, not start in full screen, depending on how obviously good your mobile phone is. My phone that I use this on is pretty old, so I just generally press start. It does take a little bit of time to pop up, and then you can just flip the things and just go through it. And as always with all the games, you have 1 minute to complete them, and obviously at the end of it you'll get your reward. And if you don't complete it, you can then, if it says you failed, you can then click restart, rather than claiming the power that you've earned. If you click restart, that will give you another go to claim all of your power. So it'll give you another opportunity to complete that game. So we have 15 seconds left, and I'm done. There you go. And then you see, look, it says at the bottom, it says restart. So if you fail to complete it, like it will come up and say you've failed, you can click restart and have another go at that. If you basically claim the power but you fail, so say you only get halfway through it, and so you'll be claiming 50% of that power. You can claim it, but then when you go onto your games again, it will show that you're not 100%. So it will say, like, say if you've done 10 games, it will say that you've played 10 games, you've won 9 and you've lost 1. So obviously, if you like to keep up that 100%, I'm not sure what the difference makes, apart from the fact that you're earning slightly less power. I'm not sure if it makes any difference to the way the app works. You know, if you drop below 100%, I don't know. But generally, I will always try and keep to that 100%. So we have one, so we'll just click gain power. And then this will go through the whole verifying process, which is very technical, obviously. Very joking. So it just does this little bit of a graphic, says that it's validating and submitting and sending the power to your servers or whatever. You know, obviously it's all a bit of fun. And then obviously, if you want to, it look like where it says here, it says 24 hours, so it's 24H. I've played 12 games and won 12. So I'm on 100%. If we go back to home, you can see that we were on 421 terahashes. We're now on 422 because we just gained 1.2 terahashes. Okay, so with the app, like I say, I mean, everything else is exactly the same. You've still got the shop, so you can buy your miners as shown here. You can go back, you can then buy your racks as here, and that's it. And like I say, the app is just basically a mini version of the website. It works well, it does the job, and like I say, the reason why I have this, and I particularly make a point of talking about the app, is that basically it's just convenience. If you're not at home, obviously, well, at the end of the day, most of us are at home currently. But if, you know, obviously you're out and about, whatever, and you just think, oh, you know, I'll just need to make sure that my power is topped up. You can play 4 or 5 games while you're sat down somewhere or whatever. It takes you 5 minutes, just keeps your power topped up. And you can do that as the convenience of having it on your mobile phone. The other thing I always talk about is the fact that when you close your PC or switch off their website, it slows the amount you earn quite considerably, I believe. Obviously, I've not proven this, but I'm fairly certain it does. But if you leave, what I do is I'll basically just open up this little thing. I don't know why, it just seems to, I just open that up, and then I'll click the close button. And obviously that brings back up my phone's dashboard. But if we click the square, Rollercoin is still running in the background. Yes, it might be running at a slightly slower pace than the web browser, but I'm fairly certain that it runs quicker than if you just switch it off. So that's why I always have that running in the background on my phone, and I believe that is why I've managed to keep my account at quite a good level and constantly building, because I have it running in the background. And the thing is, if you close it like I've just showed you to close it, if you have it open like you see it now, that is using your battery up quite a lot. That will eventually run your battery down. If you close it and just have it in the background, it actually doesn't really make that much of a difference to your battery. It will run it down slightly, but not like it would do if it was completely open. And like I say, I do this all the time. I don't, my phone's battery will still last all day with me using it and stuff like that. Messaging, going on the internet, using social media, whatever I need to do for work. All these things basically. So basically, like I was saying, is whatever you would normally use your phone generally for, even with this app running in the background, you can do that, and it really does not affect your phone's performance in that big a way. But it does mean that your account is turning over and generating a good amount of coins all the while. And like I say, and I've said this as well on a few videos, the way I basically work it is I'll wake up first thing in the morning, I'll do 4 or 5, I'll probably play 5 games while I'm having my breakfast. In the afternoon, I'll play 5 games, and then in the evening, I'll while I'm waiting, to go to bed or whatever, I'll play probably another 5 or 6 games. And that just basically doing that, it just keeps your account topped up. So if you do lose a bit of power here and there, that basically you're not losing a significant amount. And then the next day when you play your 15 games, that just will keep topping that up slightly. It will just keep topping that up. So that is how I use the app. And like I say, check out the description. There is a link to this app, but what you got to realize is if you click on the link, it will what it's going to do is give you it's a direct link to the APK. So it will download the APK to your phone, then you have to install it. Obviously it might come up, and if you haven't already, basically, because if it's a new phone or you don't normally download apps, it might come up basically saying it's a security issue, and you need to go into your security settings and tick allow unknown sources. Then once you do that, click on the APK again, and it will say, do you want to install this? You install it, and then you'll have Rollercoin on there. And then it'll, obviously, for your own peace of mind, maybe go back into your security settings and untick that bit that says allow apps from unknown sources, and then you'll be back to being secure again. But once it's loaded, the app will just play as normal. So what I'm trying to say to you is, if you click on the link, it's not going to take you to Google Play, because like I say, at the moment, this app is not listed on Google Play. I just feel that what they're doing is they're just using people that have it anyway as sort of like a test bed, just to try it out, see how they get on before they release the official version of their app. So obviously, if that's something that appeals to you, the convenience of basically being able to play the games, build up your account and stuff like that on your phone, then go and check it out, download it. As you can see, I'm using it, and I've been using it now for a week or so, and I've not had any problems. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I just think it's something that if you're on Rollercoin, you should have the app. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there about the app, and then we'll continue on. Okay, so like I say, that's the app. That is pretty much a miniature version of this website. You can do exactly all the same things you can do on the website, and for me, it's just a great addition and just convenience of being able to play the games wherever you want. Because, like I say, playing the games will give you power. And it obviously will mine, but that power will only last for a certain length of time. So the real strategy with using this website is building up that power and then buying yourself some miners. Because the thing is with the miners is that they're there forever. Basically, whatever power you have in miners, even if you lose all your power that you've gained from playing the games, the power you have with your miners will remain. So you're essentially, obviously, if you wanted to, you could get to a point. I believe, obviously, I don't know if I don't think they penalise you for not playing. But if you say you got yourself up to, I don't know, 500 terahashes, or even to the point of where you're earning one full Satoshi as a reward, all in miners, and you go, right, that's it. I'm just going to check in every now and again and withdraw my Satoshis. I believe you can do that. I don't think that there's any sort of a penalty for not playing the games or anything like that. I mean, personally, I would probably be checking in once a day, every day anyway, just to make sure everything's okay. But if you didn't want to play the games, I don't think you have to. So as long as you've got miners there mining, then you're going to be earning coin. And then obviously if you're in that situation, it is just like EOBot or dual mine, and it's just another mining site. So and the convenience of earning coins and not really having to do a whole lot. But obviously you've got to be patient and build your account up to that point in the first place. But like I say, when you get there, as far as I know, you can just sort of sit back, relax, crack open a beer or whatever, coffee, tea, whatever you fancy, and just let the coins roll in. And once you get to 15,000, is it? I believe. I don't think there's any change on. So let's have a look. Let's have a quick look on the withdrawals. So minimum withdrawal is now actually it's gone down. It was 15,000. It's now 10,000. So if you wanted to withdraw right now, you would only have to build a minimum of 10,000, and then you can withdraw. So like I say, you've got to get your account up to that point. And like I say, I do believe that purchasing the RLT coins and getting these gold miners, which are more efficient, so essentially you're getting more power, which then and then obviously if you do what I do, which is play the games on top, you then suddenly find yourself like me. I mean, like I say, my account was last week was at 264 terahashes. My count this week is now obviously we've played a couple of games, 424 terahashes, and I'm earning 0.6 or more than half a Satoshi every few minutes, which I don't even know how long that is. Is that 5 minutes or whatever that takes to run through? I can't remember, but yeah. So obviously my account builds hell of a lot faster than it was a week ago, and that is why I've invested in these RLT coins since they gave you the opportunity to buy them in tens, because before you could only buy a minimum of 100. Then they've put them down to a minimum of 10 with the cost of 15,000, but now unfortunately that real bonus has gone up to 20,000, but it still allows you to buy 10. And if you buy 20 you can go and buy one of these small little miners, which is 8 terahashes, and have a little bit of change. But obviously, if you build that up, if you get to 24 RLTs, you can buy one of these, which is 15 terahashes, or get 110 RLT, and that is 70 terahashes. So, you know, well, I mean, I don't really. I think I've basically explained everything I need to say, and and obviously you guys go away and make your. Obviously, you make your own decision on that. But I do think that it's, this program, now I've sort of figured out how it works. I actually do think this is actually a good program, and that's why obviously I've got all these RLT coins and purchased the gold miners. So anyway, for those of you that are visiting for the first time and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. And remember, stay safe, look after yourself, listen to what they're telling you, and because I want you around to be watching my videos. So thank you to everyone that has recently subscribed, and to all of those of you that have been following me for quite some time now. I really appreciate it. If you can hit that like button, obviously that does me a massive favor, really helps my channel, and that then helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.